So nice.
Thank you. New question. The member from Newmarket, Aurora.
Thank you, Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Speaker, I want to bring to the attention of the House and to the public that the government is intentionally obstructing the work of the committee investigating the Ornge scandal. The Premier has now refused on 2 occasions to testify before the committee. Sophia Ikura, the Premier's senior advisor on health policy, also refused to appear. The government House Leader refused to appear to testify before the committee. And now that same government House Leader is delaying the reconstitution of the Public Accounts Committee so that it can, in fact, carry on its important work. I would like to know from the Premier, how can he justify causing this obstruction to the important work of this legislature? Will he direct his government House Leader to agree to reconstitute the committee to investigate the Ornge scandal?
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Premier.
Community and Social Services.
Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I'm having trouble knowing where to start. First of all, Mr. Speaker, I never refused to appear in front of the Public Accounts Committee. The fact of the matter is the Public Accounts Committee clerk sent me an email around 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon asking if I would appear the next day, and I said my schedule would not allow it. I think members of this legislature appreciate that on short notice it's hard to move forward. Second of all, Mr. Speaker, it was the opposition parties that insisted when we constituted committees earlier this year that motion expire. It would have expired last Sunday, Mr. Speaker, the last day before the sitting began, in an effort for House leaders to review the committee situation and engage in the types.
That's enough. That's enough. Answer.
Mr. Speaker, as I say, with the opposition's urging, the motion that set up committees expired on Sunday. We are now in the process of talking to House leaders to find out how we can move forward. So, Mr. Speaker, as I say, the honourable member should get his facts straight before he stands up and asks such a ridiculous question.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Well, Speaker, the government House Leader can start now by agreeing to appear before the committee. Then the government House Leader can agree to sit down with the House leaders and immediately reconstitute the Public Accounts Committee. And then the government House Leader can admit to this House that it was he who refused to call Bill 50 before the House for debate, and that's why it still has not been passed. Let's ask the government House Leader to get his facts straight, and let's have the government House Leader stand up now and say that committee will be reconstituted today, it can get on with its work, and that he'll be the first witness to appear.
Be seated, please. Be seated, please. Government House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, it is the opposition parties that wanted the motion establishing the committees to expire, and we are now working with House leaders on how to move forward. We are talking about the composition of committees, Mr. Speaker. We are not talking about the work that the committees are seized with, and the Public Accounts Committee will still be seized with the Ornge issue. And, Mr. Speaker, we look forward after, I believe, what is it now, 57 witnesses, 84 hours of committee hearings, 800 pages of answer. We look forward to the work of that committee in making the types of recommendations which will allow us to address the oversight of organizations like Ornge so that the situation there never occurs again. We also look forward to the opposition parties to allow Bill 50 to move through this legislature, an important bill which is the final piece of the puzzle in addressing some of the problems that were associated with that organization.